A doctor delivering medicines on the bicycle built India's largest Ayurvedic company. Yes, this is the story of Dabur. Let's go back to 1884 when Kolkata was in crisis. Cholera, malaria was spreading and people were dying. Healthcare existed, but it was just for the, rich people. Dr. S.K. Burman, the Ayurvedic physician, was on a mission to provide effective and affordable cure to ordinary people. That's why he started making these remedies at home and deliver door to door. So people started calling them a Dr. Burman. And when he needed a brand name, it became Dabur, the fusion of Dr. and Burman. And here we need to understand one thing is that he wasn't just building a business, he was on the mission to serve the poor. And here comes our lesson number one. The mission driven businesses create this generational trust that ad can never buy. And this mission created something remarkable. Customers started trusting the Dabur like their family. By the 1940s, the company was thriving in Kolkata, but then 1960s and the 70s brought this political turmoil. Naxalite movement happened, aggressive labor unions, strikes, and violence. And the major companies like Birla Group and the State Bank of India were leaving the city. So now Dabur had to face a painful choice is that either you live in the city but without any loyalty, or you move to another city and save the business. So in the 1972, they recalled all the headquarters to Delhi. And here comes our lesson number two is that when the environment turns hostile, you adopt or die, even if it means you're leaving your comfort zone. Okay. This move saved the Dabur and they thrived in Delhi. They became the national powerhouse. By the 1998, the Dabur was being run by the fourth and the fifth generation of the Burman family. But then one problem occurred is that revenue was increasing, but it wasn't just fast enough that they can grow globally. So they hired McKinsey and they recommend them to professionalize the management. That means give your day-to-day operation to external CEOs. I mean, how we build this business, this is our family business, how can outsiders run it? This is a typical Indian family businesses thinking. But Burman family was different. They separated ownership from the management and family members stepped back from the operations. Here comes our lesson number three is that sometimes you have to let go of control to unlock your exponential growth. And that decision made the 1000 crore company to 12,000 plus and global giant 120 countries. From the bicycles on the Kolkata lanes to 120 countries, three secrets. Number one, the mission driven trust. Number two, the courage to adopt. And number three, the wisdom to let go. That's all you need. And I hope you like my video. If you like my video, hit that follow button. We'll meet you in the next one. Bye bye.